Director of TerraCap Partners. Steve, good to have you with us. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
So you're saying residential really looking up?
It is looking up. Residential's looking great for 2010. Commercial real estate's looking bad. Let's start with commercial.
I was going to say, okay. You do commercial. Go ahead. Tell me why it's going to be bad.
Let's start with commercial. In 2010, commercial is the big elephant in the room. You simply can't ignore it. Commercial real estate is the big elephant, right? And it's not going away. $1.4 trillion in loans, commercial loans, will be up for renewal between now and 2012. We feel that 50% of those will not be rollable. They will not roll over and be renewable.
Why is that? Because the people at the banks don't want to renew them? Because I was under the impression that the government has said, don't worry about it. We're not going to make you take impairments unless something is really terrible with the loan.
No, the reason that they won't roll over is because commercial values have decreased 41%. That's 10% more than the residential values. Now, because of that, at the new appraised values, the lenders are going to require principal paydowns or cross-collateralization. And it's so significant that these loans will go into default and these loans will become available for acquisition. Let me give you an example. TerraCap Partners recently acquired $25 million worth of loans for $4.5 million. That's 18 cents on the dollar.
And so some bank had to eat the rest of that?
They ate the rest of it. They wrote it off. Fortunately for them, the bank situation is this. They either need to raise capital to offset their loan loss reserves, or they need to take it from past profits. And as we've talked before, they have to, they can do chargebacks against previous profits. The big takeaways on the commercial side are this. You have to look for quality, and the buyers, quality, number one. Location, number two. Cash buyers get taken more seriously.
Yeah, you got to have equity in this.
Cash buyers are taken very seriously, and they get the best terms. Now let's talk about the good news. On the residential side, residentially, it's very affordable right now. Inventories are shrinking. Interest rates will stay down all through 2010, we believe. And we have extended and expanded tax credits, compliments of the U.S. government.
But those tax credits are just for new buyers, right?
No.
For first-time buyers of new homes.
Yeah, but no. Also, as long as it's your primary residence, they extended it and expanded it to primary residence.
And so it can be for existing homes as well.
Exactly.
So is that going to boost the desirability?
First two quarters, it'll have a positive impact. Now let's talk about construction. We anticipate in 2010 new housing starts will go up 30 to 35% because of the pent-up demand and the lack of recent production. So we feel that 50% of that will occur in the southeastern United States. Of that, 20% of that will go to the state of Florida. And when I'm talking to the southeast, I'm saying Texas to Florida up to Washington, D.C. 20% of that construction will happen in Florida. 25% of all international home buying during 2010 will happen in Florida. That's twice any other state. Next closest state, California. Now, as far as domestic migration inflows, Florida will take twofold any other domestic migration inflows. Next closest, Texas, then Arizona. Now, within Florida, as we know, the growth coast is Tampa south to Naples, where TerraCap has an office.
All right, lucky for you, right? That's why you're going to be ground zero there in Florida all of next year.
Our investors like it because we have that local knowledge in Florida, and that's why they like working with us.
All right, Steve Hagenbuckle coming in from TerraCap Partners. Thanks so much. Real Estate Insight coming up.